What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 6, episode 6. This was a pretty good episode. Let's talk about the highlights of the episode. So the episode continues where it left off last week. I like that Wendy addressed Karen and told her that Gizelle did not wish death on Karen's husband, on old Grady Ray, okay? She did not wish death on his Sanford and Son, Andy Griffith, watching ass, okay? So, Karen, girl, stop it. I like Karen. I am a fan of Karen. I think that Karen is the grand dame of this show, and it's funny because I think Karen was the one that I least liked when the show started. I felt like she was too uppity, too snobby. Gizelle was like the favorite the first season. You know, she seemed relatable, she seemed down to earth, she seemed chill. Child, boy, times change, okay? Times really change, because now I feel completely different about Gizelle and completely different about Karen. Karen has a part of her that is very delusional, and she does lie and pull shit out of her ass. And Karen, technically, you don't have to. You don't have to pull from something that happened 4 years ago. Okay, because that's a stupid storyline of, oh, I'm mad at Gizelle because of what she said about my husband. You're not mad at that. You are mad at the culmination of things that Gizelle has did over the years. She has been disrespectful to you. She has been shady to you. She has been hurtful to you. Y'all always had this love-hate relationship. Heavy on the hate, okay? I mean, it is what it is, but all this shit about Ray and, oh, she wished death upon him, and girl, reach for something else, because that ain't it. And the rest of the girls are not buying it. Not even Mia, okay? Karen goes on to say, oh, so we're twisting words and we're going to play semantics. No, Karen, ain't no twisting of the words. We all saw the clip. And girl, you reaching for shit. And you could reach for a lot of shit with Gizelle. You could just say you feel like she's been a bad friend through the years and she's always dragging you. I don't even know why Gizelle is so mad with Karen. Okay, like, girl, you know she's gonna drag you because you can't get a man, can't keep a man. You're always telling people what to do with they man, Gizelle, and you ain't never with nobody. Don't nobody want to see that shit. I told y'all in other videos, don't nobody care to hear from that person. Because they gonna be like, well, where's your relationship at? And it's not a matter of, oh, well, she's only somebody if she's defined by having a man, but you can't have too much to say about everybody else's man, and your ass can't never stay with nobody. Make it make sense. Okay? So that is Gizelle's problem. She needs to stay out of everybody's relationship. Sitting up here trying to judge Candace's marriage. Well, is Chris gonna resent you because you're doing all this work, you're getting your hustle on, and he ain't? And how you know what that man is doing, Gizelle? How do you know? Can we figure out what's going on with Jamal? Because you sitting up here talking about Ray need to pay his taxes. Jamal, bitch, need to pay his taxes. How about you give him some of your Potomac money? Girl, stop playing with us, okay? Then she all in the middle of Robyn shit. I'm looking like, now you know Robyn shit fucked up. So, girl. Well, Juan can't be thinking this about you. Let Juan think what he go think. Juan ain't going nowhere. Juan needs to help out with them damn kids and stop asking for more. How does nigga want an extra baby and he barely help out with the 2 that they got? Make it make sense. Okay, Miss Robinson don't understand these things. I like that Robyn said what she said about Mia and said that, you know, Karen, what you saying that about Gizelle, saying that she wished death upon Ray, I could see why Mia would think that Gizelle is a messed up person. I understood where Robyn was coming from. And I'm going to say this about Robyn, you guys. I have a love-hate relationship with Robyn. Robyn is very honest, very vocal, very transparent. And we go get to her little part where, I like the things that she had to say. I really appreciated her realness, because it's hard to be that transparent on these type of shows, and being a housewife, or shit, Robyn ain't no housewife, but y'all know what I'm saying. Being on these type of shows, people only like to show you the good side of themselves and how ambitious and hardworking they are and how they are a goal-getter. But we got a vision of the other side, honey. And Robyn took us down a trip down that way, honey. Okay. So I want to praise Robyn for that, but we go get to it. I like that Karen said that this issue is between me and Gizelle. Okay, I like that. That's maturity, because this is between the two of them. But Karen, it is not about Ray. Don't make it about him. Gizelle, whatever she says about the man in your phone, Jamal, girl, is warranted. She could talk about how you can't keep a man. She could talk about all of that. Okay, the only bitches that's bothered by shit like that is the bitches that act like Gizelle. Okay, I'm just being honest. Ain't nothing wrong with not having a man. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, but you can't be all up in everybody's business thinking people ain't gonna call you out on your shit. Okay, you can't judge everybody, because that's going to lead to people judging you and you ain't going to like it. And that goes for Gizelle and some of these damn YouTubers. It's too much, honey, for Miss Robinson. I love how the most so-called annoying and childish person, okay, that some of you all call Candace, is the one that got Gizelle and Karen together, and she read them at that table and said that both of you all have said and did shit to each other through the years. Both of you all talk over each other. Y'all are not listening to each other. Gizelle, you need to be smacked, okay? And this don't come from Candace. This comes from me. I'm sick of her with this. Somebody owes me an apology. Bitch, she could give you an apology today, and then guess what? She's gonna keep disrespecting you. You go keep disrespecting her. What is the fucking purpose? Y'all better quit asking for these empty ass apologies. If it's not gonna be filled with forgiveness and I'm never going to disrespect you again, let's not even do it. Let's not even do it. And that's what I don't like with Gizelle. She's always trying to push people on this damn show to bow down and give an apology. Why apologize when you're not sorry for what you said? Are you sorry, bitch, for all the shady shit you say and do on this show? Hell no. So why should somebody give you an apology? Mia brings up the fact she feels like she's in the middle and it's very awkward and uncomfortable to, be around them. Even a scholar, I was going to call that girl acapella. Okay. She says, yes, I'm sitting in the middle of you two and it's just too much for me. And, and I get where they're coming from, because when you got people in a group that don't get along, it can be a lot of tension. Mia tries to get Gizelle and Karen to both acknowledge their disrespectful behavior towards each other. I'm like, girl, you wasting your time, because they ain't gonna do that, especially that childish ass Jizzy, okay? Gizelle says she's interested in throwing away the whole relationship. No, you're not. You go keep using her for a storyline because, bitch, you don't really have one. Or the storyline that you create, it always falls apart and blows up in your face. So, girl, I don't think that Karen and Gizelle should be friends. Just admit y'all don't like each other. Y'all another Candace and Ashley, just older, okay? Just headed more towards the nursing home, honey, okay? Instead of a college campus. Candace also mentions to Gizelle and Karen that this issue between you all will not be solved at this table amongst the group. Hell no. Hell no. Not even if they meet separately, like not separately, but if they meet alone, it's not going to be solved because all of this shit is semantics and all of this shit is storyline because neither one of them really what's their storyline this season? I'm waiting. Candace feels like the constant bickering amongst Gizelle and Karen is petty and it's childish. They don't like each other. I think the problem is more on Gizelle's end. Gizelle is jealous of Karen. Karen has become everything that Gizelle was trying to become on this show and then some. Do you see what I'm saying? I think it really bothers her that Karen's La Dame fragrance is successful. Karen has a whole house of Huger. She got wigs and stuff. Her business is progressing. And where is where is that at? Where is her relationship with Jamal or any of these men? And I'm not at all, you guys, getting on Gizelle because she ain't got no man. I promise I'm not one of those women. But I think it bothers her that the rest of these women, they are in relationships and she's not. And she's so pretty, right? But that could still bother a pretty woman and make her feel insecure and less than, because it's like, well, damn, I got the look, so why can't I get or keep somebody? And I really feel like that is something that at 50 years old is really starting to bother Gizelle, because like Ray said, you getting up in age, you ain't gonna be this attractive all the time. You really need to work on, settling down and realize maybe you want to be single for the rest of your life, or maybe you do want to date, but you're going to have to change some things about yourself if you want to attract the right type of man, right? And that's simply what Ray was telling her ass. Another thing about where the ladies are staying, I don't like that it's separate like that. I don't like that one of them is in the nice house and then the other one's got to go into a cottage and there's this big separation. I don't like that. All you bitches need to be in the same house because you're all on the same show. Okay? Child, I live for Karen's long pink. It's like a light pink long coat. Ooh, I love it. I love a long coat like that. Pretty. Oh, Robyn, shut your ass up. Talking about she feel bad for leaving, for a scholar having to leave, their nice house to go to the cottage. Bitch, why don't you crawl up out of Gizelle's ass and go be with a scholar? Like, girl, you do have choices in this life, Robyn. I do not like, is that a bodysuit or whatever the hell Wendy has on? I don't like it. But we go get to, the girls getting on Wendy about her attire. Wendy is different this season, you guys. Some of the changes are good and some of them are not so good. And some of it does have me a bit concerned. I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your damn teeth. Like, oh no, I know you're not taking up for Gizelle and Robyn. No, I think it was maybe the right message coming from the wrong people. And then they kind of went in a little bit too much, but we go get to it. Child, I love Karen's luggage, honey. It's like a pink suitcase. It was just so pretty. Child, next we got Michael and Ashley and their delusional marriage. Ashley is doing all this complaining. Okay, looking like another Monique Samuels. Bitch, stop popping out all these kids, okay? And then you won't have these problems. Oh, I gotta feed 2 babies. Bitch, you went from one child to a second one. What did you think was gonna happen? Okay, goddamn. All right, you need Mother Goose to read you a nursery rhyme or two so you can get through what you gotta do. I mean, goddamn. Y'all got money. Ashley act like they on WIC, on food stamps, Section 8. She's still waiting for them to approve her application. Honey, Ashley act like she is like out here like her mother tent living, honey. Like it's a struggle. She don't act like she is a rich, prosperous wife. I guess guess it's kind of hard to act like that when you got a husband out here like Michael that like to finagle around with everybody, every insect, every animal, cat, dog, fly, flea, mice, roach. Okay, like, child. So I get that, you know, life is a struggle for you, Ashley, but bitch, you got money. Okay, girl, you got money, get you some help. Is it me or do little Dean always got a nasty ass attitude? Like that child, he just look like he don't want to be bothered. It's like, feed me, give me my drink. I got these losers for parents. Like, child, he just is so disgusted with the whole living arrangement. I feel you, Dean. I wouldn't want these two for parents either. So Ashley and Michael do a little family photo with the boys. I felt like the photo, it was cute. Ashley also mentions that the new baby has jaundice, so she's had to put him under some lights. I'm like, oh, that must be nice, because, child, they tried to keep Miss Robinson's baby. Yeah, I didn't tell y'all that story, honey. I had to call up to the hospital and say, when can I bring my baby home? Some damn nurse said in a couple of days. I said, bitch, not today, and tomorrow don't look good either. I'm coming up there, okay? I told my mother was like, girl, they tripping. They got to give us our baby now, honey, okay? Like when I first had my baby, you guys, I felt like I won $1 million. It was the greatest feeling in the world, aside from who her father is, you know. But I don't know. I just felt so good to be like a new mother, and I got somebody that's gonna love on me. I'm gonna love on them. And when they didn't let Miss Robinson take her baby home, then, honey, it got all Lifetime movie character. Okay, look, all LMN, honey. Okay. When I get to the hospital, some white bitch is holding my baby just a smile and goo goo gaga, all that shit. I said, I want my baby. Oh, well, you can't take her today. I said, the hell, shit, she just came out of my coach. You better hand Miss Robinson her baby. Okay, and then she checked with another doctor. They end up handing me my baby over, honey. It got very Lifetime up in there. Okay? And I didn't want to be the angry black woman going off, but hell, give me my baby. That little white bitch was trying to keep my baby. Okay, don't do that to Miss Robinson. Look, back to the show, honey. So Ashley mentions to Michael that she wasn't even invited on Candace's trip, okay, to Williamsburg. Gizelle invited her. I'm like, Ashley, your ass shouldn't even be going because the damn host don't like you, girl. She don't see it for your tent living ass. You are your mammy, honey, okay? But anyways, Ashley gets to talking about Gizelle and, you know, how Gizelle may be interested in dating and did Michael know anybody? I'm like, Gizelle ain't trying to date none of the butt grabbing ass people that Michael be hanging out with. Okay. Michael doesn't even know how to conduct himself properly in public. You know, like, girl, that's more of an insult than help. You know, like, I wouldn't want Michael hooking me up with nothing. I wouldn't want Michael picking out my next dog or my next cat, or, you know, I wouldn't even trust Michael with my dog or my cat. I would think he would try to put his little pinky up their ass or something. Child, I know it's too much, honey, okay? But yeah, I wouldn't even, Michael and dating in the same sentence. Ashley, girl, you really are depressed and delusional, okay? Anyway, and she keep blaming it on postpartum. Bitch, please, you depressed because you are with a shitty ass man that keeps disrespecting you over and over again each season. But girl, we'll let you have that, okay? Ashley says she's going to visit the girls for a day. She's cordial with Candace. And then it was funny because Michael was kind of funny when Ashley said to him, oh, well, Giselle's looking to date somebody. Do you know anybody? Here go Michael. Is Juan available? Bitch. Now that is shade, okay? I'ma throw shade if I can't get paid. That was some good ass shade, Michael. That was good, Michael. That was all right. Okay, that was like relevant, funny in the moment shade. I didn't know his old throwback ass had it in him, but he got it in him. Old insect loving ass freak. Okay. But yeah, that was funny. And it was funny because Michael was like, well, did they mention when they're going to get married? I said, oh, Michael, you need to quit. They showed a clip of him telling Ashley that, you know, it's been hard for old Juan to really commit to marrying Robyn. And my thing is this with the marriage, and this is real talk. Ashley's husband can't even talk about Robyn and Juan if you really think about it. Because, nigga, this is what I just said in my Love and Marriage Huntsville video. A lot of y'all be so quick to say who married, who not, but y'all need to focus on who nigga ain't cheating on them, okay? Ashley, you got the status of marriage, but bitch, you have been cheated on every damn season you've been on here. Okay? This man has been fooling around all on you. So y'all need not worry about when Robyn and Juan go walk down that aisle, because it really ain't gonna change shit. It'll be legal, it'll be on paper, but the treatment of how Juan treats Robyn is what needs to change. And what's the most important? Is he going to be helping with them boys? Is he going to worry about Robyn's feelings about things? Because Juan comes from a place of, I want you to cater to me and everything is about me. And Robyn has did that. And a lot of women out here, they ain't going to do that. You know, don't nobody give a damn if you some throwback ass basketball player. You know, ain't nobody going to be catering, you know, to your ass, Juan. Okay? So yeah, too many people, they just so focused on marriage, but shit, I'm worried about the treatment, okay? Because goddamn relationship ain't going right, then the hell with the marriage. So we see Karen and Acapella, Scholar, whatever her damn name, ASCAP, whatever it is today, honey. They get to talking about they men. ASCAP talking about she miss her man. Karen talking about, girl, I soldier for Ray and I ride for Ray. Okay, Karen, goddamn shit. We ain't gotta, you know, we ain't gotta write no damn novel, okay, on your love for Ray. We know you there for Ray, girl. You been with him over 20-some years, so we get it, Karen, goddamn shit. But anyways, we move on over to Gizelle and Robyn. So they sit down. I didn't really like Gizelle's top she had on. Gizelle just be thinking she the shit, honey, with her fake Vanessa Williams looking ass. Okay, you're not even on Vanessa's level. Vanessa is that girl. Okay, very beautiful and pretty. Gizelle, very beautiful too. You know, I give it to Gizelle. Nice looking one, especially to be 50, right? But you ain't Vanessa, honey. So I'm going to need you to sit it on down. Gizelle, what is that shit on your shirt? Get that blood off your shirt, girl. Girl, I ain't understand what type of shit was on that shirt. You got Wendy. Got her titties out. I am happy for Wendy, you guys. I think Wendy is stunning. My issue with Wendy is, didn't you already know that? Okay. Didn't you already know that you were attractive last season? Like, in my opinion, it's kind of like, and I get it. Don't get me wrong, guys. I really do get having a baby and you're new to the show and you didn't really like how you looked last season. I think for me, guys, I didn't realize how insecure Wendy felt, because she really, and I could be wrong, but that's not what I read from her. She really came off as being like really confident last season. And I'm not trying to be funny. She looked and seemed more confident last season than this season, right? And last year was her first one on. But I get it. You know, you just had a baby. You were rushed into filming. You know, I think I saw an interview with her. She was like, yeah, my hair wasn't right. My makeup wasn't right. And I guess people was dragging her on the internet and that type of stuff, right? It bothers you. You're human. I get it. But there is something that is a bit off with Wendy. And it's almost like I need to do this so I don't know, guys. It does feel like she's trying to overcompensate. I don't know if it's because there's cheating in her marriage. I don't believe that that's true. It don't seem like Eddie is that dude. I really don't know the ins and outs of that story. I don't think it has to do with Eddie. It's more or less something inside of Wendy. And I actually got another video coming up on this. We're going to do a Real Housewives of Potomac extra. And I'm going to have this speaker. They going to say they part. Because they noticed some things that Miss Robinson noticed, honey. Okay. And we noticed it together. Okay. So I can't wait to share that video with you all. So that'll probably be like my next video. Because I want to break some things down to see, am I interpreting Wendy the right way? But yeah, she does come off as like, it kind of comes off like, yeah, I'm excited about my new body, but pay attention to me. And, oh, my titties is out. And, oh, I need to look like a video girl. And like with that bodysuit and you got your stomach out like you are, what, are you in your 30s? And I know somebody will say, oh, she can wear whatever she wanted. Yeah, you can wear whatever you want. But why are you doing it like it's the way it's done? It's not even being done. I don't even know how to fucking explain it. It's like it's done in the most obvious of ways. It's kind of like one of them girls on Instagram that just be showing their titties just to show them, just for the attention, just for the thrill. I don't know. I think that Wendy is happy with her body now. She may be more comfortable and confident, and rightfully so. She wants to show it off, right? I get that, guys. I really do. But there is something that is a bit off with Wendy. And like the way the titties was out. With the Versace, like, I was like, if you don't put them motherfuckers up and look like they ready to pop up out that little top that you got, like, they didn't have to be out like that is what I'm saying. And some women will, and Ascala kind of had her titties out too, but it wasn't like Wendy's. Like, Wendy is kind of going that extra mile, it seemed like, to prove that she's sexy, to maybe I need to overcompensate. I'm around all these women and they look so good. And maybe you guys, that's how Wendy feels. I don't know. I would have never got that from Wendy last season. Like this person. So some of what Gizelle and Robyn was saying to her, because they talked about it amongst themselves, about how something is off with her and her personality. And actually Gizelle brought up Mia and how Mia had took to Wendy and, was looking at her like she was crazy. How Wendy basically went off on Mia. It wasn't cool. And a lot of reviewers, they kind of let that slide, and like I said, I'll talk more about that, guys, in the video. But yeah, there is something off about Wendy and this whole Zen win thing. I'm not buying that because you was ready to pop off on Mia. You was real snappy with her. And that is not who we met last year. But on these shows, I acknowledge, and I could be objective and say that, these ladies do grow. They may be going through things that I don't know about. Maybe that is, may make her change, right? But there is something off with her. I don't know if it's the marriage and the cheating. It's something within Wendy is what I'm saying that's off. And I notice it. And I have to lean more towards Robyn than Gizelle. I don't know, guys, if Gizelle's intentions towards Wendy are pure. But it's kind of like with Robyn. Robyn said it short and simple. Something is off with Wendy. She seemed confident as hell last season. She seemed more like herself. It's like I don't know, something is off. And it's the way Robyn said it, and when Gizelle began to go on, to me, Gizelle was doing a bit more poking and prodding, right? And for Gizelle to come out later on and get to the bottom, I don't even think it's going to be Gizelle. It's going to be Ashley, her messy ass, go come for a day and say the shit that she need to say to Wendy about allegedly what Eddie is doing on the side. So let's get to the table. The ladies are sitting down, about to have drinks, about to eat, and Gizelle basically gets on Candace about her marriage and, he's husbander and, all of that. But, I don't want Chris riding your coattails. You don't know what's going on in their marriage. We only know what we see. I do not get that from Chris. Like, normally I can pick up on a user energy or, somebody that's trying to exploit somebody or somebody that's there to take. Chris has a lot of talent and charisma about himself. He can cook his ass off. I'm sure he got some good dick, honey. Having good dick is a talent in itself, honey. Okay, don't Miss Robinson know it? Yes, sir. But I felt like Gizelle was a big ball of insecurity at that table. Well, y'all need to work on this and look at this and girl, get your shit together. Your own daughter said you emotionally unavailable. And that's probably why these relationships are not working out. Because, bitch, you're not there. You're not present. You too busy in your co-workers' businesses, honey. Okay? You too busy in their relationships. I like how Robyn segued the whole situation with Candace and Gizelle getting on Candace, and Robyn was like, bottom line, you trust your husband and, it's your marriage and everything is working out for you. And Candace was like, yeah. That's what I like about Robyn. Very practical, very logical. She ends up talking about how, Chris is a motivator to Candace and gets on her. And she lets us know that Juan does that for her. Like, gets on her. She needs to start getting up on time. She is sleeping to what? Noon? And she goes on to say that she may have some type of seasonal depression. A lot of people have that when winter come or holidays come. All of that stuff, you guys, is a part of mental health. And it is to be taken very seriously. She also says that inside her personality, she doesn't really like structure. And some people are literally like that, right? And I just loved how honest and transparent Robyn was being at that table, because it's so easy for these women to get on a show like this and put on a facade and lie and, try to make it look like their life is something that it's not. So that is the likable and positive side of Robyn. Robyn also lets them know that Juan finds her behavior of getting up really late to be unattractive. And Gizelle is like looking at her like, oh no, he feel like that. And, that is Juan's opinion. I think it's unattractive that he ain't helping her with them damn boys. Cause what is he doing? And my thing with Juan is Juan don't even come to the fucking reunion. Like, support Robyn, motherfucker. Like, Robyn is part of the reason why y'all doing so well financially. She's on this show. I'm pretty sure it was this show that was able to pay for that new house that they got. Okay. Robyn is probably making more money than Juan. And I'm not trying to discredit him at all, you guys. I'm really not. I think Juan is a decent dude. And I do feel like he loves Robyn. He got a funny way of showing it, but to each his own. But I don't know. I just kind of felt bad for Robyn. So she said she needs to get like a life coach, to help guide her on the path that she's on and give her a sense of direction. And I loved everything she said. And I love a person that's self-aware like that, that can admit, hey, these are my vulnerabilities. This is what I'm going through. I need to do better. I see myself from the outside and I don't like what I see, and I'm willing to make a change. Gizelle gets to telling Robyn, well, is your behavior making Juan not want to rush down the aisle? No, Juan ain't in a hurry to get married. Look how long it took his ass to give her another ring. And then she liked to blame it on the pandemic. So, child, them people ain't in a hurry to get married. I think they really only get married for her to stay on this damn show. And so it could be a storyline. Okay, other than that, I don't think these people are big on getting married, and that's fine. But live in that truth, like speak your truth. I think Karen had a really good point when she said that Gizelle likes to kick her friends down when they're doing bad instead of lifting them up. And it's a way for her to deflect away from her life and her problems with men. And, very true. Very true, because once a scholar tried to ask her some questions about Jamal, here goes Gizelle. Well, I won't be talking about my business at this table in front of people. Bitch, you are on a reality show. We want to know. And you don't want to talk because you know damn well that relationship, that plandemic, because it wasn't a pandemic relationship, it was a plandemic relationship you had with Jamal. You know it was fake. You're a fraud. You're a fraud, okay? You are. You want to sit up here and dissect everything about everybody and their relationship. You never can stay with anybody. Girl, you got to get your shit together and stay out of everybody's business. And I think collectively, they are all sick of her ass, all up in their business, with all these opinions. And then when you go to her business, it's off limits. Oh, she can't talk. And then she gonna say to ASCAP, a scholar, I need to leave that girl name alone. Oh, well, I'll tell you guys, I have no problem telling you my business once we get up from this. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. More deflecting. Gizelle asks Robyn, are you neglecting your children, with your behavior? And Robyn says, yes, in a way. I said, wow. Wow. That's an honest answer, because how many parents answer that question honestly without being embarrassed? Okay. Gizelle gets on Robyn. Gizelle, you neglect your damn daughters all the time. Matter of fact, bitch, you want Grace to pass that damn driver's test so she can get her license, get a car, and take care of them twins, and you ain't got to worry about them, okay? Let's tell the truth and shame the devil, honey. But Robyn gets to saying that one of her sons got a really low score on his work, and, her behavior has a little bit to do with that. She should have helped him more with that. Very honest, very transparent. I was here for it, because I'm telling y'all, you don't get people telling that type of truth all the time. And when you do hear it, you better appreciate it. Robyn says when it comes to her life coach that she gets, she's going to try to figure out, is she just lazy, laid back, or, just don't like structure? I like that she's willing to explore this. Okay. I really like it. I really loved how the women were so supportive of her at that table. All of them, probably except for Gizelle, but I really like that. So next we got Gizelle, and she's basically coming at Wendy about her body parts being out, and I've seen more of your body parts, this year than I have seen the whole time I've known you. And, Wendy is very much so taken aback by this. You can tell that it really hurt Wendy. Whatever she's going through, it's almost as if she doesn't want the other girls to see that. And she's being called out on that. And like I told y'all before, Mia can see right through Wendy. She could see that she's insecure. Wendy, in my opinion, you got fine ass Eddie, okay? Just put a picture of Eddie. Okay, Miss Robinson need to get a picture of Eddie too. I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your damn teeth. I can have a little picture of Eddie. Ain't nothing wrong. Okay, carrying around a little picture of Eddie with his fine chocolate ass. That Portia spirit, honey, is gonna land me. It's gonna land me in hot water, honey. Get off me, Satan. Okay, I'm gonna have to repent after this, honey. Okay, that Eddie though, child, Miss Robinson just mouth be drooling and shit. I be thinking of Eddie, getting out the shower and shit. Let's bring it back. All right, girl, back to the show. Child, Robyn joins Gizelle with what she has to say, and she was like, well, and the Wendy I knew last year, I feel like she wasn't that loose. Now, why did my mind go to Basketball Wives where Evelyn threw that bottle at that girl because Kenya, whatever her name is, called her loose? I was like, ooh, child, thank God y'all ain't at a wine cellar, honey, okay? Because it could go down, honey, okay? Wendy looked like, look, you two high yellow hussies, okay? I don't need y'all judgments or y'all opinions, okay? I think the problem, and I'm going to play devil's advocate for a minute, right? I think the problem that Gizelle and Robyn are having with Wendy is they don't feel like she's being authentic to whoever she presented last year. Now, that could be for one of many of reasons, right? It could be growth. Like I said before, sometimes we change depending on how our body changes and how life changes for us. There's different reasons, guys, why people change. She is different. We're not going to sit up here and act like she's not. I don't really so much have a problem with how she dressed, but my only issue with how she dresses is like this scene with the titties out like that. It just seems extra. It does seem like you trying to put on, like, notice me, pay attention to me. It does come off like that. Can Wendy dress sexy? Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with being sexy. But I feel like the Wendy before was more sexy in a subtle way. It was like even what I told y'all with ass cap. She got her titties out, but it's subtle. It's not, well, pay attention to me. Like one of the girls on Instagram or Facebook, look at my booty. Look, it's in the back. Look how big. Do you see what I'm saying? Like when you overdo some of the things you do, it does begin to look like a cry for help or some sort of desperation. There's something that is off with her. And Gizelle and Robyn, I think them saying that is what hurt Wendy. Candace is in her confessional. Y'all know Candace is my girl. But I feel like she needs to be more objective. I think because she's a friend of Wendy, it's kind of like you're not really noticing the change. Do you see what I'm saying? You're not really noticing. And I'm not saying that she has to agree with what Robyn and Gizelle is saying, but I just feel like it was just simply her taking up for Wendy because they're cool or whatever alliance they have, whatever. But, Candace wasn't feeling what Robyn and Gizelle was saying. She felt like, they kind of ganging up on Wendy. I don't really feel like it was a gang up. I feel like it was an observation. But I will say this. I'm questioning Gizelle more than Robyn's observations. Okay, both of them, though, like I said, objectively speaking, they got a point. She is different. Okay, and I don't really like that Robyn said, well, you're loose, or I don't think she meant it like that, but I don't like her saying that because, I think that she's more confident in the skin she's in, but it's coming off as overkill is what it is. Are y'all getting that? Please put it down in my comments how you all feel about the Wendy we saw last season versus this season. Do you feel like she may be going through something internally that she's not talking about? Do you feel like Wendy is an insecure woman and she's simply just trying to keep up with the rest of these women on this show? I told y'all, Wendy is attractive to me, so I don't understand, but I'm not Wendy, right? I don't know why she feels the way she feels. I don't know. Wendy lets Gizelle and Robyn know, listen, I had a baby last year. I was insecure with my body. I was postpartum. Like, it was a lot coming onto this show. And she didn't like her body. She didn't like her ass. She didn't like this. She didn't like that. And I don't think that they knew that. Honestly, I don't think Gizelle and Robyn, and they kind of are like me, where they didn't know she felt so insecure about how she looked last season. Wendy says, I am a professor, but I like to booty pop and twerk and have a good time. We also saw her say to her husband, I think maybe on last week's episode, I like trap music. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's who you are, if that's authentically who you are, then that is who you are. The professor, the entrepreneur, the commentator, that is what you do. There's a difference between who you are and what you do. Karen tells Wendy, don't apologize for making certain changes. You know, you did what you felt you had to do for you. If that's, the way you want to dress, that's the way you want to dress. And every woman at this table should be supporting you with that. Karen brings up her pubic hair. Child, Karen, that did not land. Okay, not the right way, girl. Try again. Gizelle gets on Wendy for coming at Mia's neck really hard. Like I told y'all, we're going to talk about it more in my other video that I'm going to do. We're going to break some things down. That's what I noticed too. I noticed with Wendy is I don't know, I think she tries to overly define herself. And then at the same time, that's where she loses people because they don't know truly what to follow. Like I'm Zen Win. Oh, I'm the professor. Oh, I got 10 degrees. Oh, I got this. Oh, I got that. It's too much, I think, is what's being said. It's just like whoever she is, she needs to bring it in a more authentic way, right? For them to buy it. That's the point that I think they are trying to make. Did they do a good job of making it? Probably not, and when they show her saying all that shit to Mia, it just sounded rehearsed. It didn't even seem authentic. TikTok, and I'm Zen Win, and like, girl, shut up. Like, what does your next page of lines say for you to say, honey? Okay, like it didn't. It didn't land because they knew she wasn't being authentic. She was putting on too much. That is something Wendy needs to work on. Seriously. Wendy tells Gizelle she wasn't just reacting to Mia that day. She was reacting to a culmination of things that had happened with Mia. But I still felt like that reaction and then dismissing Mia, I just felt like whatever happened didn't warrant all of that. But okay. You could tell by the end of the dinner, Wendy felt hurt by the questions Robyn and Gizelle were asking. Like I said, I feel like Robyn was being a little bit more careful with her words. Well, until she said the word loose, but I felt like she was coming from a genuine place. Some of what Gizelle was saying was very observational. She feels like Wendy is trying to mask something. Even though I don't like Gizelle has a point. There is something that is off. The next day, we see Candace kind of practicing some moves for her new music video she's going to shoot. I really like her new song, guys, so check it out. I forgot the dang old name of the song. We see Mia checking in with her family. We see Wendy and Karen. We see that Wendy is more modestly dressed. The fact that she changed her appearance for them lets me know what they said hit home. And a hit dog will holler. The fact that she changed for them, it was kind of a moment of, I see you. So if she would have came titties out, and would have been like, well, whatever the hell to whatever they were saying, I wouldn't have nothing to say because you like, well, that's their opinion. I'm going to keep doing me, right? And for her to kind of modestly cover it up, it was kind of like, oh, they see something within me. And a lot of times, guys, when people pick out stuff that we don't want to hear, will try to cover it up a little bit more. So that's why she was covered up like that. Okay, because she didn't realize, oh, they seeing the real insecure me that's willing to change at the drop of a hat, because of what they're saying. All right. I know a lot of people go look at that and be like, well, no, she just, she was so hurt by what they said. No, something they said made her think in her mind, oh, I need to cover my shit up. And I'm going to tell you this. She looked better that next day. Because the day before, it did look like you are trying to overly compensate. And you got these big ass titties. Ain't nobody else titties was out like that. Okay. I do like her and Karen's relationship. I like that it's so much better this season. Wendy tells Karen she didn't sleep well. She's been thinking a lot about her kids. So Karen notices that Wendy is more covered up. She's more conservative this next day. Karen tells Wendy, if you are dressing for Gizelle, you need to go change your damn clothes. Because, don't nobody care about what she thinks. Somebody does care, and her name is Wendy. Wendy cared enough to make the change. Okay? She must hold Gizelle and Robyn in high regard enough to change her clothes, enough to say, well, damn, they see right through me. And because she was trying to overcompensate. I know that now by the fact that she changed her outfit. See, a bitch that don't care. Okay? And that's a truth that Karen is not willing to tell her. And we know Karen don't be telling the damn truth. No way. I like you, Karen, but girl. Wendy says, no, I have my pool attire. I just wanted to go to breakfast like this. No, you would have came in there more hot girl summerish if you wouldn't have heard those opinions from Gizelle and Robyn. So, yeah, you know that there's something, Wendy, that's not right, okay? Karen goes on to say that Wendy didn't deserve that line of questioning last night and it was an attack. I don't feel like it was an attack. We've seen attacks on this show, and that wasn't no attack. It was an observation, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people had that same observation. But Robyn and Gizelle, they're not favorites on the show, so it is gonna come off like they're hating. And I told y'all I'm not their biggest fan. Y'all know Candace is like my one that I ride with, but. I like to still, speak objectively on things, right? And I just feel like it was an observation, period. Like, are you okay? What is going on with you? Like I said, Gizelle is kind of the only one I'm kind of giving a side eye to. I've kind of felt, aside from Robyn calling Wendy loose, her line of questioning seemed a bit more like, I care about you. And I don't want you to feel like you got to do what you're doing. You got to dress like this. To me, it just came off a little bit different. But still, Gizelle was very observational with what she said. But Gizelle is not liked on this show. Come on, y'all. Let's tell the truth. She's not liked on this show. So it's going to look like hate. And then I will say this. What I don't like with it is Gizelle is going to be bringing up some cheating rumors about Wendy. Bitch, Jamal done cheated on you I don't know how many times. Like, girl, you should be the last person. That don't look good. And then now you getting on her about her appearance and, oh, is she, insecure in her relationship? She may be. I don't really think it's insecure in the relationship. I think she's insecure in the relationship she has with herself. Okay, there's a difference. Karen goes on to tell Wendy, don't dim your life for somebody like Gizelle. She been jiggling that fat pussy around us for 5 years. I said, oh Lord. Karen is a fool, honey, okay? I think, like Wendy said, it hurt Wendy, because it was Gizelle and Robyn, she kind of looked to them as being big sisters, especially Gizelle. You know, Gizelle is a lead on this show. And for her to say that Wendy lacks substance compared to last year and, you know, whatever the hell she said it, y'all know what she said and how she meant it. I just think it really hurt Wendy. It did. But I feel like things tend to hurt when they have an ounce of truth in them. Okay? Wendy goes on to cry. Karen says, don't you dare let her see you crying. And I always tell my daughter that. My daughter is very emotional. And I just let her know, girl, go to the bathroom. Don't let them people at school, you know, see you crying. You know, and it's okay to cry. I let her know that too. You are human. Your mama cry. Okay. I remember growing up, I would never see my mother cry unless it was a funeral. And that's not good. Okay. But yeah, Wendy was crying. I felt bad for her. I did, because I feel like they hit a sore spot, but some of what they said, I believe it hit home. And it hit home a little bit more than Wendy is willing to admit. Karen, we know, don't like Gizelle. You know, I get all of that. And I get what Karen was saying to Wendy, because some of what she was saying to Wendy is right. But at the same time, Wendy, what's going on, sis? Something is not right. And I think that you know that by the fact that you are willing to get so emotional over this. Because guys, when we don't care about people's opinions, we continue to do whatever we were doing. You wouldn't be crying. You wouldn't be kind of changing your appearance to kind of fit in and make them feel comfortable. There's a reason why, you acclimated and wore certain things the next day. There's a certain reason why. And Wendy, you got to remember how you came on this show. And I'm not at all saying, you guys, she has to stick to that narrative, because I get life changes, right? Life is always changing. We're always growing and changing each and every day. But you came on here, political commentator. Something was said at the table I forgot to mention. And I think it was Mia. She had said, oh, well, you don't see Oprah and all these other people with their titties out and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, of course. That's not part of Oprah's image. But that's fucking Oprah. Wendy, if she wants to have her titties out in a more subtle way, if she wants to do certain things, I think it's cool. And it don't matter if she's a professor, commentator, you know, she can develop her own way of being sexy. But let's be clear, guys, it comes off, at least to me, like there is something deeper going on. Like you are really, I don't know. And I don't know what it is, guys. It could be her feeling insecure, like I said in another video, being around all these women. Everybody is beautiful, though. Wendy is, too. She's stunning. She really is. So it's just like, why isn't that enough? Why the titties got to be out every scene? Why did you have that type of bodysuit? It looks so uncomfortable. Like, you know, when you see people, you know if they feel comfortable in their clothes or not. Or you know when somebody's trying to be extra and look for attention. I think that's simply what they saw. They saw right through her facade she was trying to put on. So yes, she can look sexy, you guys, feel confident. I'm happy for her. Only time will tell what is really going on with Wendy. Maybe it's a phase. Maybe she's just so excited about her new body and she wants to dress a certain way. Maybe that's really it. I don't know. I just know something is not right. And her behavior during the next day, her changing her clothes like that, like I said, that lets me know that you recognize that they can see you. And a lot of people, you guys, they don't want to be seen because there's something they're trying to hide or mask or something that they feel ashamed about. So she needs to open up and be vulnerable with the women. Okay, or at least with Karen or Candace, whoever you feel close to, there's something there. Or she wouldn't have changed her appearance like that. She wouldn't have. The shit that they would have said, would have went over her head. It would have been like, okay, I'll answer the questions. Okay, and then I'm done with it. I don't even care. But she was crying. She changed her appearance. You could just tell it really affected her. Okay? So, all right, you guys, that's all I have to say on that, honey. Y'all getting these long reviews, honey, from Miss Robinson, but it's all well and good, honey. I'm happy to give it to you. Okay, y'all get down in the comments. Let me know, how do you feel about Wendy's appearance? Did you notice what I was talking about, or do you feel a completely different way? Do you feel like Wendy is insecure, especially amongst this group of women, and she's comparing herself to the other girls? Do you feel like Wendy is masking something, trying to hide something? Just let me know, what you felt about the review. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.